Alright guys, I got a pretty fun build for you today. Now you've seen this. This is Mike's Magic Mini that we customized a long time ago to take his M4 and basically make the ultimate M4 pistol for some CQB action, where we did the mini stock and the mini suppressor out of carbon fiber PLA. I had some fun with that. Well, we're going to GTI for the first time this January for Theta's Black Start Crisis 4. We are super hype. We're all getting tracer units and flashlights and stuff. But as you can imagine, Mike can't get no tracer unit on here. So we are going to redesign his suppressor to be used with the MAXX Tracer Unit that we're going to install on his hop-up here. Now these are pretty simple installs. Typically you will run the cables to the trigger unit or the FCU. However, we're running the Spartan edition of the Inferno, and that can be a little problematic. Mike also wants the capability to turn the tracer unit on and off depending on the gameplay. So my plan is to figure out a way where I can get a battery unit in here. I'm thinking a 9-volt, so that'll last them a good long time, and some sort of switch on the top. So let's open up our Blender and figure out what we can come up with. Alright guys, so using Blender, I've created my redesign with a section for the 9-volt to go in, also a cavity for the button and all the wires for his switch, and you can also see here there's a cavity where the barrel goes, so I can run the cables, you know, from the hop-up to the battery and everything else. I think this design is going to work pretty well. So I'm going to go over to my Cura now. And in Cura, I want to make sure that wherever the screws are going in, that I've got 100% infill, just so everything screws in nicely. And I also want to add in a little bit extra structure to where my button's going, because I don't want him to break the shell of the gun. So here's my design, and let's get printing.
Much later.
Alright guys, so here is my print. My Magic Mini came out pretty good. Even for a test print, this one's not too bad at all. Here's my door. Door came out pretty good. Actually, I went ahead and cleaned all this up already. I am ready to start working on this hop-up. So I think the first thing I want to do is open up this thing and test this sucker. The big thing for me is I do want to make sure that this even lights up with my plan. Holy smokes, that thing is bright. Did you catch? That is super freaking bright and ridiculous. Alright, so this will work. So I think first I will disassemble this and go ahead and install it on the hop-up. Alright, so I got my hop-up out. So I've got 2 Phillips screws right here. That's all it is. Alright, now this plate here is just going to pop right off. Simple. And I'll get my new one. Goes right in place. And we're going to use the existing screws to put back in there. Pretty simple. Oh, I've got, you can kind of see this. This is so much cable. I don't understand why they give you so much cable. But anyway, I've got everything rigged up temporarily to my battery and to my button, and I want to test and just make sure that it's working. Look at that. I like that one. Alright, so this proves my concept will work. So now my next plan is I'm going to cut all this cable so it's very small run into my internals and solder everything together. So I'll get started. There we have it. The Magic Mini is completed its new facelift. It's got the battery compartment at the bottom now, switch on the top, and I guess now all we got to do now is test it. All right, guys, here comes the moment of truth. Oh yeah, she's working. I love it.